And I love this question here. So this is from Martin Mahabir. He says, first, big thanks, Kauri. Question, many companies start strong, but later forget about the affiliates who help them grow. What is Shopee Shop doing to make sure affiliates stay at a top priority, even as the company grows? And how can we help protect that vision? I love this question.
Yeah, so that's always an ownership question, always. And so what ends up happening in typical companies where they have investor groups, the investor groups always put pressure on the executive team to produce more profits. When that happens, they start cheapening products, raising prices, and changing comp plans. If you saw our sizzle video, which I hope most of you did, there's a very real thing happening in direct sales where distributors are working really hard to build a business. Then the company decides to go affiliate model overnight and giving everybody the shaft, right? That's happening at a higher and higher rate. So the question I heard, I think, was what's to keep that from happening? It's the CEO. That's what's to keep it from happening. There's really nothing else. It's the CEO or the founders saying, we're so comfortable, we don't care. And we've made our money, and whatever happens, we're going to do the best, cheapest thing. If there's no investment group, and I cannot stress how important this is, if there's no investment team pushing me, forcing me to make decisions that aren't good for you guys, then it's a win. And I don't care if K-Beauty's coming 3 months down the road. That's a good thing, because with an investment team, from day one, there's demands on the executive team. We don't have any of that to worry about. We want to be a solution. So here's how you can tell, you can listen to me, but I'm going to give you some evidence where I hope you can believe me. Look at our comp plan. That's evidence that we care. Look at our monthly auto ship of $9.95. That's evidence that we care. Look at the fact that 3 of our 6 categories are the hugest categories in direct sales. That's evidence that we know what we're doing. Look at the fact that we're traveling out of country to look at product lines and make contracts and agreements that are fair, right? We're not desperate to sign deals. I'm getting pitched probably once a day. It's enough, believe me, on third-party vendors to say, but your distributors are going to love this service. I'm like, no, I don't think so. Maybe down the road, what we don't want to do is we'll be like that guy in the park with the trench coat. Like, hey, I want to buy a watch. He goes, I got everything you need, man. I got these watches. We don't want to be that company. So that when you bring people to the website, which you're going to love, by the way, you're not going to be ashamed. It's not going to look like, hey, man, we got watches, we got this, whatever you need, we got. No. Here's a saying. A company who has 100 products has no products, right? We've got to be really careful about products that we bring in and the timing of the products being brought in. I hope that makes sense. So we're very strategic. And believe me, I've had a firsthand seat to some beautiful companies imploding. And I'm like, what are you guys thinking? Shut up. You're just a GM of this country, or you're just the VP of sales. I'm like, okay, if you want to do it. But our sizzle video gives you evidence that we're different. And if you don't believe me, send it out to a couple of big leaders and listen to what they say. They may be excited, they may not, but their reaction is going to tell you that we're different. We really are unique. And so I hope you see it. And not just one thing that we do, and everything that we do. My mom told me something simple. Sorry, let me start all over. When I was really young, my mom told me something that's made a lot of sense. She said, son, the most simplest answer is usually the answer you're looking for. Find it in simplicity. If my owners are putting my stuff on Amazon, they're probably not great owners. If my owners don't have great customer service, they're probably not great owners. These are red flags for you guys to look at. I think last week we went on Demita and Cassidy, or was it this week? This week?
Yeah,
these
it
guys
was
got
Tuesday.
Yeah, they know what they're doing, right? We have a very small but very efficient team. We're not going to build some big company like office tribute to our egos. We're not going to do that. I'm going to work out of my office in my house. This keeps the cost down. Our burn rate keeps it low. Companies who say, "Hey, we just spent all this money on this beautiful office. We're going to start flying people in." That's where your profits are going, right? That's yesterday's marketing. We're today's marketing. So I'm going to tell you that we value you. We value your participation. The way the company is going to look from the day we launch to 6 months is going to be very different. I'm going to tell you that right now. And you might say, well, why is it going to look like that on day one? Why? Because it takes a lot of time. It takes time to do what we're doing. I got to tell you, the team is on Zooms every day, shipping, 3PL, merchandise, back office is connecting to the front end office, the API calls, all this good webhooks, all this stuff. We're dealing with this stuff every day to build a platform for you that includes 3 of the largest, most biggest selling verticals in network marketing: travel, cosmetics, and health and wellness, where we'll be bringing great products on. Okay, I hope I answered that.